Feeling the weight of his newly announced responsibility, soon to be Mafia King, Jeon Jungkook stood at the center, his neck and white shirt spattered with his hunter eyes, scanned the men lined up before him like a predator choosing his prey. Come out now, and I'll make it quick. A blow to the head, clean, efficient. Stay silent, I'll make you beg for that. His tone was calm, but laced with malice. The question arises, why was he threatening his own men? Well, betrayal is the only answer in these kind of situations. Jeon Jungkook was announced as the next Mafia King by his father, Mafia King, Mr. Jung. Jungkook wasn't sent to become the next Mafia King because of his bloodline. In their ruthless, unforgiving, underground dark world, bloodline doesn't matter, power does. Jungkook had clawed his way to the top with his ruthless mind, fearless moves, and the kind of cold, calculated decisions that left everyone either in awe or in fear. Mr. Jung didn't choose Jungkook out of his love for his son. He chose him because Jungkook had already proven he could make the entire underworld go before him without breaking the crown. However, as Jungkook's position was announced, someone from his firm took advantage of their diverted attention and leaked their sensitive information to the rival Mafia party, due to which a shipment of crucial for strengthening his power was stolen by his rivals. This wasn't about the loss in the matter of money. This was about the strike on his reputation, his power. People started whispering that the Jeon Empire was slipping as Jungkook came in charge. And this blow wasn't the loss of assets, it was the blow to Jungkook's pride. So what's it going to be? A moment of pain or a lifetime of agony? Your choice. The room remained silent. No one moved, no one breathed, until a knock, breaking the nearby window as an ultimatum of what was about to happen next. We don't know who did it, Master. His voice barely audible. Jungkook walked forward with menacingly deliberate steps and stood face to face against them. His intense gaze bored holes into their existence. If you don't know, then either you are useless or a bunch of traitors. Which one is it? His cold words hung heavy in the air as the men in front of him shook their sweaty heads fearfully, trying to make it out alive. Jungkook smiled wickedly after sensing the fear of, or much better, the dread of spending their remaining breaths in Jungkook's hell. Just as he was about to take a step further to show his cruel side, a single knock on the door made him tilt his head and look at the door. As by the sound of the knock that was heavy with intent, everyone in the room knew who was the person behind it. Soon after, the door was pushed open and a tall girl in her 20s entered the hall, Maya, whose presence was like a shadow, cold and suffocating. Her eyes wide of wrath could freeze anyone in their tracks. There was an unspoken darkness around her, a silent warning that she wasn't a flower to be cherished, but a poisonous thorn to be feared. Where were you? Sharply interrogated her as she was called by him alongside all his men, and she arrived unusually late. Had some work, cold and calm. What kind of work you have, that is what's disobeying me? Getting triggered by her cold behavior. I work under your father. Spoke without any fear. I am soon to be Mafia King. Clenched his jaws and almost growled the statement. Soon to be. Made it clear that he wasn't at the position yet. The room fell into utter silence. All the men who were previously on Jungkook's point held their breaths, as now they thought there was no way Jungkook would let it slide. The rhythmic ticking of the clock felt like a bomb ticking, ready to explode. Jungkook, already red glaring eye, looked at her as if he was ready to eat her alive. Yet her expressions remained unreadable. She looked unfazed, unbothered, and that's what triggered him. You know about the shipment being stolen? He asked her, or more like told her that she is not safe from his daughter. If I were the traitor, you wouldn't be breathing long enough to question me. That was a bold statement to throw at someone as bold as Jungkook, but her boldness proved why she was at this position today. However, Jungkook was as stubborn as she was. Her word felt like a slap of insult to him. His hand tightly clutched around his power-hungry gaze locked with her cold one. But before he could take any step under the pressure of his wrath, the door swung open and Mr. Jung, the Mafia King in his 60s, walked in, followed by his most trusty man, Mr. Han, Wine's father. Out. Everyone left the room immediately with his one-word command, except Wine, Jungkook, and Mr. Han. Wine turned around and bowed at the elders slightly, making them nod as a gesture. Mr. Jung walked towards Jungkook and stood in front of him. His expression was blank, but this was the clear indication that he wasn't pleased with the current situation. If you start digging graves for the wrong people, you'll end up in one of them. His words show how displeased he was after knowing how Jungkook was accusing Wine without any proof. Betrayal comes from the most trusted ones. Paranoia will end you faster than any rival. You taught me never to trust blindly. But you are forgetting that if you put a knife to the throats of your strongest allies, you'll lose this war before it even begins. Jungkook's jaw tightened once again as he stopped himself from arguing further with his dad, and that's why he hated Wine from childhood. How she manages to outsmart him in every aspect of life. How Mr. Jung always praises her abilities and trusts her instead of his own. And how he has to always prove himself in front of his dad only to get defeated by Wine in the end. This all was enough for Jungkook to despise this woman. Called her without looking away from Jungkook. Yes sir, I want the betrayal by the end of this day. On it. Saying this, Wine turned around and exited the room without waiting for any other command or drama. Mr. Jun kept looking at Jungkook for a solid minute before going out as well. If you ever suspect me or my daughter, Jungkook, you won't need to investigate. I'll hand you the gun myself. Saying this, Mr. Han also followed Mr. Jun, leaving Jungkook feeling like a wounded beast, breathing wrath and revenge.